A fresh irritant to some.
Okay, let's see what else we got to clean up here. Because we had a lot we couldn't do last time. A lot of issues. Like, get rid of his vampiric spirits. But the fits... It is additional speed, which isn't bad, but honestly, I value the accuracy over the speed. Based on all the dodges they were getting this run. Accuracy is pretty important. Who else had something important? Scurvy. That's one I definitely gotta get rid of. How about Castle? Wasting sickness. It's a compounding disease. But we can hold off on it for now. Did one more, didn't we? Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're definitely getting rid of yours. Right here. It's goodbye. And we had someone who got... it's the Hellion. The Hellion was the other one. Did her disease not stick? Oh no, hers was a quirk, not a disease. That's right. We're definitely getting rid of that before it becomes too expensive. I don't know exactly how long it takes for quirks, negative quirks to lock in. It almost feels like it's just a percent chance each time, maybe 10 or 15% every time you take them out, or maybe it's just every week that passes in general. Oop. Probably should slap my microphone. But I think they have to be in use, because I've got people I haven't used very often, like Mobek here. Her lock-ins only seem to happen when I take her out. That's what this little icon is here. So, I think if we just don't use them, we're fine ignoring it for now. I did have someone I needed to get something off of, though. Who was it? Was it Dizzy? Don't cheat, friend. Yes, I wanted to get the max health reduction off of him. And the parent. I got a lot of quirks I gotta remove. I've been neglecting him up to this point because we've been broke. But we're starting to get some money in now, a little more regularly. It's time to start dealing with these problems. You're fine. I don't play above 75 torch, so it's a good thing those locked in. They're not going to be terribly problematic. Philomania. That's one I wanted to get rid of, too. Okay, well, let's get the one off of Dizzy quick. Fragile. Now that we're getting into higher difficulties, we really don't want that one locked in anymore. So we got our diseases taken care of. We got our quirks taken care of for now. I did slot someone else in the disease. No, I didn't. I think I checked. So we got 4. Yours was Scurvy. We'll get rid of Scurvy. Can't afford to have you knocked to the back row because you can't do anything back there anyway. Now, what do we have to spend? Some deeds. Do we have enough to finally upgrade this yet? Oh, we do. Look at that. About time. What else did we need? I think we needed some guild upgrade too. That was important for our veteran runs. We're still short on paintings, though. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and upgrade the stagecoach for now. We'll get plenty of crests as we keep going.
More arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and glory.
Well, now that we have more space,
Domain of the damned.
we could hire someone, but we already have two of our own little masochists here. We don't really need a third. And I really don't like playing with abominations. Too much, too many stress issues to deal with. So I think we'll ignore those for this week and just make some hires next week. Hopefully we get another, I would ideally like another Vestal. I would like to have a third one hiding around, and I would really, really like Another one of our leper friends here. They're great frontliners. And we've only had a chance to hire one so far, which is unfortunate. I think they're probably my favorite frontliners. They're sturdy, they hit hard, and they can deal with stress exceptionally well with some of their own abilities. Yeah. So, they got some good utility as well, including de-stealthing. Definitely my favorite frontliners. Not useful if they get moved out of the front line, though, which can be a problem because they can only move one space at a time to get their way back forward. So, let's see. Dealt with all that. What trinkets can we purchase? Anything? No. We rely too much on range skills to have them missing. So let's sell some of our junk here. Do we have something to sell, right? No, I guess we threw it out. Alright. Let's see what new adventures we've got here. So we're finally up to the next boss for the Cove, which is the Sodden Crew. I don't think I've fought the Sodden Crew before. I definitely didn't make it this far. It's a potential reward. Bounty Hunter. I got rid of the Bounty Hunter last week. So that doesn't do a whole lot of good. There's a lot of crests, though. Do like crests. What do we got here? I think we'll do a veteran. A short veteran. We got two options. We got this one. Don't really care for the rewards for it. We got one on the Warrens. That's another abomination thing. That is nice, though, if you want to play an abomination without actually going into the abomination form, or the beast form. Because at that point, you're basically just a blight stun bot. And that can be wonderful for doing that. So we could do the Cove, but I don't feel like dealing with all those bleeds right now. What do we got here for the medium ruins? No, above torch. So we'll go ahead and do the short Warrens. I've never been in there on veteran. I do know blight tends to be an issue, so we're going to want some anti-venoms. So let's figure out a team comp here. I think we're going to probably take Danvers in, because I don't want Mathen leveling up yet. So we'll take Ide, Danvers. Reynauld level up yet either. Can't take you yet. So it doesn't really leave us with a whole lot of choices. We gotta kind of go with... You know what? We might actually have to... No, we can take Reynauld, I guess. It doesn't matter if Reynauld levels up. We mostly keep him around just to humor his mother. We owe her a favor. Family, friends, all that. We just gently ignore the fact that he's constantly stealing from me. So I need to upgrade the armor for the ones I'm taking in. Except for Reynauld. His has already been upgraded. Oh, no. We went to the wrong place. Although we need to be here anyway. So let's take care of it. Alright, we got our stealth removal. So we're going to want to make sure we upgrade these things. Do that for corpse removal. I don't know if we actually need that to hit, because I think it automatically removes all the corpses whether you hit with it or not. And we really don't take it for the knockback. Just take it to make sure things are constantly flowing into range for Ide to hit. Otherwise he gets cranky. I kind of want to grab this, though, and upgrade it. But I feel like we're taking Lors in, so we don't need that, because he can clear corpses as well. So we'll go ahead and purchase that, get it upgraded. A little more stress relief. It's always nice. We'll bump the heal. We'll bump that just so it hits. We'll leave that down. We don't want to spend the cash on it. We don't need to. Let's get Ide's armor now as a frontliner. That's kind of important. I honestly felt the same way when I first started watching it, as far as complexity goes. But you kind of start just picking up on it as you go. And listening to someone ramble on about what they should do, what the right options are, it's definitely intimidating right out of the gate. And it took me one playthrough to start getting comfortable enough that I was willing to stream it. Now, I'm still terrible at the game, let me just put that out there flat. And I've made more than my share of bad decisions in the last couple days. None of them have been completely catastrophic, thankfully. But it's kind of fun to learn. And yeah, I was definitely worried it would be too complex, too much different rationale going on for myself, as I've never really been a big strategy player. But I feel it kind of eases you in enough. Kind of help mitigate that issue. Yeah, it eases you in and then takes the training wheels off and expects you to go out there and get yourself slaughtered. Like every good, proper parent. Who else? Who else do we want to upgrade the armor for? We got a bit of cash. We're going into a short dungeon, so we don't need to worry about our funds too much in this exact moment. Ooh, she needs both upgrades. It's unfortunate. That's going to be pricey. Alright. And I think you just need... No, you're already upgraded. You're good. Okay. So we're better off on cash than I was expecting us to be. We do need to upgrade some skills, because last time I took Lores in, he was missing everything. We're going to want that up. What else? Ooh. God, upgrading that actually upgrades the bleed too. I don't know if increasing the severity of the bleed is worth the 2 additional points on the top end of healing. I kind of want to say it isn't. That feels like a bad trade-off. Maybe if I were getting a potential 3 higher... Then again, the more you can roll, the less likely you are to hit 0, 1, or 2. But if you do get the bleed on you, then you also need to have rolled higher just to deal with the bleed. So before you had to roll with at least a 4 to really make the heal worth having used. So this would bump it to needing a 7. That's a pretty big increase. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think we'll keep it low for now. We can readjust later as health pools change. We definitely want that up, though. And this is handy for bosses. I've been getting a lot of use out of it there. Never leave home without your lures when you're facing a boss. This is my corpse clear for him. Again, it's something that I really don't care if it actually hits or not. Its purpose is almost entirely just get rid of the dead bodies cluttering everything up. But I suppose there is that occasion where pulling something in the back to the front can reduce its overall threat. In the case of, say, in the ruins, the goblet enemy. I can't remember their name. But, however, then there's other enemy that pulling forward does absolutely nothing for, like the female cultists. They use the same stress wave attack no matter where they are. But I think we'll just go ahead and leave him as is. We got the 2 main ones we needed upgraded. Let's pull Danvers out. We want to get her heals up to snuff. Those tend to be a little important. And I would like it if the stun would hit. Yes, much better. That bump it to 4, it does. How about here? This is more of our emergency, oh crap, we got pulled to the front ability. Or surprise attack ability. But to be honest, we really haven't used it much. And I've been swapping it out for Dazzling Light for the most part. So I think we'll skip it for now, and we'll just go with a Judgment upgrade. And that should leave us just enough cash, hopefully, to do this dungeon. That's the theory, anyway. Right now, I don't need to put anyone in here. We're fine. Okay. We were going to do the Warrens, right? Yeah. So, I want you in the front line. You can take second position. I think you're fine second position, right? Yeah. Everything you have can work there. Although getting pushed would be a little rough. You and your usual four... Oh, no, we weren't going to take you. We're going to take Danvers. Yes. And Lors. Okay, let's make sure everything's switched around. We want that. And corpse clearing. I don't think we'll need this. I don't think we're going to run into anything too large. It would be nice to have the dagger ready to go. So I think we'll go with that. Just for this run. It's a short one anyway. If we were going for a long dungeon, I'd probably keep this around just in case we ran into a secondary boss, one of the bonus bosses. Like the Collector. Collector really loves to ruin my day on long runs. Now, that sounds about right. You're fine as always, Reynauld. You, what were we going to switch? We were going to switch out this for that. There. Equipment. That's right. Give you your usual plus healing. You're not moving anywhere. Or dodge. What else do we want to put on you? You don't have a stun on you. So I think we'll just go ahead and give you a little stress relief. One of you is going to be my power hitter. Who does it want to be?
More shall gather.
We're doing the Warren. I think the Warren... I don't remember what they count as, the Beast People. What's your dodge? You're only at 15 with your upgrades. You're at even less. You're not going to dodge much, are you? No. I don't remember if they're unholy humans. I think they're humans and beasts. That's what my gut's telling me, so we'll take a chance and throw that on. And a little extra melee accuracy. We got a new toy for you. Yes, we did. And we'll turn you into a power hitter as well. Thank you for the host, Kingwood. What's your problem? Debuff. We'll deal with it. Let's go say hi to the shopkeep. We gotta put dinner on his table tonight. On the bright side, we're getting a couple of free things with our loadout. I'm sure I'll be able to put those to perfectly good use. We'll go with 6. It's only a short run. But I might need to run the torch higher if things go wrong right out of the gate. We'll take a shovel. With a short, we shouldn't run into too many obstructions, ideally. And I don't think there's much that you need the shovel to open the Warrens. I'm only going to want some food. Like 12. 12 should be fine. And the Warrens always has a chance of giving you more, as I think at least 2 of the curios in there can produce food. Like 1 key. We're going to need some anti-venom with all the poison they like to throw around. We'll take 4. And we'll take a couple bandages. We'll take 3. I'm comfortable with 3. Right, that's our loadout. For better or worse, live or die, this is what we're going in with. Oh boy. Piled stones and bodies. No wonder there's so many diseases down here.
They breed quickly down there in the dark.
Alright, so we need room battles. Well, I don't think I want to face a battle just for the odd shot at getting those 2 curios over there, and then having to backtrack. So we'll just go down and around and do this cleanly. You do start getting a lot more heirlooms when you get to Veteran, though. Ooh. Speaking of Blight, here's a Blight party right now. Okay, how do we want to deal with this? Honestly, he would have probably been my priority on Apprentice. However, Stress doesn't seem to have gotten much worse now that I'm at Veteran. Blight, on the other hand, and Bleed have gotten significantly worse, so I think we're going to take the little guys out. Oh, that's the wrong button. In the front first. He might be strong enough to take one out all on his own. Yeah, he's got a fair shot at it. Better odds, too, than not. So we'll do that. I suppose we should actually pay to... Okay, so they do count as human and beast, not human and... Alright. So we did bring the right trinket for this. The human damage trinket.
Annihilated.
Well, it's a reasonably well-made game. The developers support it still, and reasonable practices insofar as how they price their content as it comes out. And it's not terribly expensive to buy into. I believe they bundle past major releases with new ones that come out. So I believe getting the Crimson Court also gives you the one that came out before it. I mean, it's reasonably affordable, and the development team is definitely worth supporting. So, it's a worthy pickup. And the game can definitely grow on you. I wasn't sure about it when I first started, but as I kept playing, it definitely grew on me. To the point I actually play it regularly now. Which I would not have expected at first. But we have a battle ahead of us. Let us see how we will conclude this fight. So she has a decent chance of being able to take him out. Pretty good. She does tend to miss quite frequently with her abilities, unfortunately, but if it works, that's one less damage we're going to have to deal with. One less blight. So I think that's what we're going to do. We could also stun, but I think they have they have very high stun resistance, so that's not going to work. Cross your fingers, hope for the best.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Right. Now, the downside is I have a bunch of corpses lined up, and my 2 frontliners can't do anything past them. You know what? Reynauld hasn't proclamated in a while. He's itching for it, I can see it. We'll go ahead and make our intentional mistake here, just to keep him settled down. Okay. Oh, forgot about the Drums of Doom. So now we finally get to see if that... Actually, it didn't apply it. So that wasn't bad at all. Yeah, stress didn't scale much for Veteran. Which is good, because I really, really had issues with stress this week. Okay, well, with that, I think we... No. Can't hit the guy in the back. It's not a high enough chance. So with this, we would only have about a 50% chance of actually landing the stun, and we'd get very little damage out of it if it failed. This, we would at least top her up a bit, and we would get her nice and low. Now let's go for the stun. It still has an attack coming up, and I won't kill it. This will at least mitigate it, if it works. Ooh. I'm gonna have to give Lady Luck a big thank you later. Okay, let's get rid of these corpses now. And now we can watch our front line tear right through them.
Eradicated.
I know you want to, Reynauld. I do. I know. You're itching for it. You haven't gotten a proclamation kill in... I think it's been 3 dungeons now. But you're not going to get it here either, so we're just going to have to go with a regular swing. Don't downplay this on me. I'm trusting you to finish this fight.
Confidence
Good man.
surges as the enemy crumbles.
We might find common ground yet, Reynauld.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
You know what? I don't think there's too many opportunities to use a key here. I think this is about as good a use as we're going to get out of it. Yeah, that was pretty good use. I have no regrets with that. Alright. The room battle. Our torch is still running high. Actually, I think part of that might be this. No. Is it this? This builds torch. There it is. I knew something did. That keeps our torch a little higher than I like, though. So, I'm going to go ahead and just drop this by 1. She'll end up filling it back up anyway, most likely. Or at least somewhat. Let's see if we can't get past this without anyone stopping. Okay. Good. Oh. I think I even knew that one was there, and I still walked into it. Yeah. Did that to myself. It's one of those mistakes I was talking about. I like to make them, keep things interesting. That's my excuse. Haven't fought you yet. You're a biggin. Good protection. A lot of health. I guess we're going to find out what he does. Everyone's fine on health, more or less. Diseases, though. Ideally, I want to get rid of him if I can. In fact, what's your move resistance? 20? Let's try and pull him. That way one of our frontliners can just wipe him out, hopefully. Okay. 12 health left. What are you going to hit for? That should work as long as it hits. There we go. Okay. He can apply bleeds. Back on Apprentice, it was 2 bleeds for, I think, 3 rounds. 2 or 3 rounds. The damage over time is all scaled up fairly heavily. I almost want to say they increase by at least 1, if not double. So that could be 3 to 4 per round if he hits with it. I still don't know what he does, so we're going to run on the theory that he's our bigger threat at the moment. He looks more beefy anyway. We can actually hit him. So we're going to do it. We're going to work him down. Hopefully. That's the plan anyway. What's his stun resist? 45? Yeah, we got a reasonable chance of hitting that. Let's not give him a chance. And now we're going to get to see what he does. Okay, fairly hard direct... Oh, that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate, because he can't do anything from the back row. And now I'm going to lose a turn to get him back to the front. Wonder what else he does. Alright. Well, that puts him in the back. I think he's significantly less dangerous back there. So we'll go ahead and leave him back. And slash you.
The ground quakes.
What's your stun? Oh, not likely to stun him. You still have stun resistance up, so stunning is not an option. We're gonna do a little top up here. Just keep everyone feeling good.
A momentary abatement.
Pull him forward. Come on. Oh. I was kind of hoping he'd pull him. Or is that a push? That's a push, not a pull, I think. Which is why I didn't give a resist. Okay. Well, what do we want to do? Can't stun you. So I think we're going to just try and do some damage. Whittle you down. I'm actually curious with that. Oh, he's a dancer, so he likes to go forward and backwards. Kind of wish that had hit just so I could see what it did, so I can make better decisions when facing him in the future. Because I doubt this is going to be the last time we see each other. Okay, his stun resistance is back down, so we might take a shot. Mitigation can oftentimes be better than healing. Especially with things that hit hard. Alright. We might actually be able to finish him off. We'll have to see. 7 to 13, no. He's got a little too much protection. At least he's down for the count. Oh.
As the fiend falls,
Full of surprises, Reynauld.
blossoms.
He's trying to butter me up. Okay. Well, we don't have any reason to get rid of the corpses, and pulling him up... Actually, see, this is where knowing what he could do with his retreat would be nice. He might be less harmful in the first slot if I force him to retreat versus him doing his rush in. Oh, he's got really high move resistance, so that's probably not going to work anyway. It's a good theory, just not going to pan out in practice. Oh, we're going to move you forward, friend. Alright. We've determined stunning him just probably isn't a good idea. I don't know what his... I really wish I knew what his retreat did. It seems... last time he targeted the back row with it. So it could well be that it's something he has to target on whoever's in the back, or whoever he contacted with his first. I don't know if there's any riders like that. So just to err on the side of caution, we're going to do a direct heal right on him. Oh, no, he's got a third attack. Alright. So he's got a lot of CC on him, a lot of crowd control. I think next time we run up against him, due to his large health pool, we're going to start the fight out with putting protection on our two frontliners. Just go ahead and take the hit as far as damage per round goes. Just because the fight's going to go on several rounds with one of these in it. I mean, we're already in round 4, and we're probably going to see round 5. I have no doubt about that. Okay. Well, I want to do another top up here.
The wounds of war can be healed.
Try and win this little battle of attrition. On the bright side, he is very slow. Still have no idea what that does. Apparently all of your stuff. Yeah, you really need you in third position, but we're going to go ahead and just drop a heal instead. We would need about a top roll for this. Bottom roll works too. Let's take your turn to move you. Same practice as before. And we'll finish this fight up with the frontliners right now.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the
That's good.
sharpened blade.
At least we got, properly rewarded for the effort that fight took. And we didn't walk away with any stress damage, which is nice. I always like ending a battle like that. Cash. 750. We're going to go ahead and leave these behind and just take the cash. Alright. Heading on over here. Oh. It's a good thing we didn't use that shovel earlier.
Such blockages
We'd be
are
having a bad day right
unsurprising.
now if we did.
These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
A short dungeon, that should be our only hunger check, but I have had 2 in a short before. Which is why I always like to bring a little extra food just in case. I think this is... I believe this is, yeah, this is medicinal. I don't know if anything else works on it, but we're going to go with what we know does.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
And we'll take that to sell it at least. And yeah, like I said, down here you can get a bunch of extra food. So we'll take it. We'll use it as spare healing. Now let's throw it out later. Like right now. Yeah, we're going to throw that out. Everyone's topped up and full, so we don't need to even use it. Oh, no.
And now, the darkness holds dominion. Black as death.
Okay, so she likes to do a significant amount of stress damage, and she can do it from pretty much any position. So we're going to go ahead and just reduce what's going on here. That, and so you guys don't have to listen to this pig squealing this entire fight. I know that's a lovely sound, but I'm sure you won't mind me robbing you of it. Okay. So you got 2 points of bleeding. That's actually not bad. We'll go ahead and leave that on. If they stack it up anymore, then we'll go ahead and use a bandage. The crit was unfortunate, though. So I really want to move him forward, but I think we're going to heal him. And then we're just going to use these two to slide themselves forward. That almost kind of feels like a waste. But we're going to do it anyway. God damn it, it was a waste. Alright. Alright. I don't want to pass the turn, though, because that just builds stress. So we're going to do the two-step shuffle here. And we're going to have her move back on her own. At least he'll be able to do something next round. Sometimes I make the best decisions. If you take another crit, you're death's door. Hell, they might even be able to do it without critting if they both target you. So we're gonna, instead of moving you, we're gonna heal. Our heals are a little underwhelming, but at least that should keep you safe.
Dazed.
Holy hell.
About to break.
And to think, this dungeon was looking great from a stress standpoint before this fight started. keep moving you back. Now they're getting another attack. So, you know, he's up. You're in a position where you can do it. We stun him. What's our chance? 120? We should have a reasonable chance to try it. Awesome. You can even stun, too, while we finish sorting everything out. I think... No, I didn't give you the stun trinket this time. I wanted you to hit hard. So, let's prove you're good at doing what I want you to do. I want you to hit hard. That's not hitting hard. It's actually quite the opposite. I can take it. Anything you can dish out. So now we might use a bandage. We might use 2 bandages. Because that's a lot of incoming attrition right there. And, boy. I want to counter the bleeds this round until I can get them bandaged. Hopefully keep both of them away from getting a mortality debuff. I mean, we're almost done with the dungeon, but we do have one more room battle that we have to do. So I would really rather not have a mortality debuff. We're going to just use another torch here as well. We're going to keep moving you. No, because then it just puts you out of range. So we're going to take the stress damage. And I'm going to straight up move you back now. Okay, so 19 health, and we can do potentially. No, so I think we're gonna stun. We're gonna get you right in the face. I bet that tastes good. Oh, please! I can't take the bleeds. It's too much for me. I should have bandaged him when it was on his turn. I wasn't thinking. You're just going to take 4 more damage for 1 more round. Boy. Let's err on the caution. And I don't think they can hit 3rd row. I don't remember if they can. They usually target the first 2. So it might be beneficial with 6 damage coming up to throw this heal on him instead. Oh, very much so. And then she... Go ahead and... In this case, I want to heal him just to make sure. Just in case I can reach back there. I would prefer Laura's spleen remain unperforated, if at all possible. I really wish they would attack the leper more, our Ide here, because he can deal with it a lot better than the others can. But they just refuse to attack him. Oh, you have a very good chance of putting this guy down.
Obliterated.
Yes. Alright, give me a stun. Good, good. Oh, I didn't bandage him again. That heal just got me all discombobulated. I was so ecstatic to see an 18. I forgot he was going to lose 6 of it immediately. Now, what can you do? You could stab. In fact, no. No, I want to keep... Since we got a battle coming up still, I want to keep healing.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Never like to see a 1 or a 0. Actually, we could finish him off. As long as we hit 86%. Is this a higher chance? No, they're about the same. Okay, we'll go ahead and just do that.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
4 damage for 1 more round. I think... Here, let's just do that. Let's get our torch up. We'll do a healing round quick. Oh wow, he's taking a real beating in stress, isn't he? Okay, now let's do a healing round. Get him back up and ready. And the next round we'll kill her. And then we should be healthy enough to take that last room battle. Yeah, you can't really do much, can you? Alright, so... Here, reduce your stress a little, I guess. Feels good, doesn't it? Just letting some steam off like that. And maybe she'll target you instead with her next attack. Alright, I think next round, if we don't finish her this time, she'll get reinforcements, so finishing her has now come top priority. In fact, we're going to make sure it happens by getting rid of those bodies. And yeah, this should hopefully do the trick.
Destroyed.
I love those big crits. I really do.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
So, got potentially a room battle ahead or in the next. So we're at the point where if we top the torch up,
As the light gains
we
purchase,
can get rid of it.
spirits are lifted, and purpose
I think
is
it's more
made
useful
clear.
than holy water at this point, so we'll take it just in case. Move on forward. Yeah. Oh crap, I should have repositioned them. I didn't think about that. At least I got surprised. That helps. So what we'll do is... He's easy to move, so we'll pull him forward. That way, Reynauld here can hopefully finish him off. Believe in you, Reynauld. Oh, 1 off. Let's move you back. Well, it's kind of, it feels like a waste. It definitely does, considering it only has 1 health and this guy hits like a truck, but I don't want to risk getting a disease.
Continue
So,
the onslaught.
We're just going to go ahead and do it.
Destroy them all.
This is our last fight, so all we have to do is just make it through this fine. We're good. So that guy's stealth. How long does it last? 1 more round. So this is his last round with stealth. Okay. No, it's gone. It's just done. Alright. So we're gonna stun you, I think. Just so you stop applying bleeds to everyone. Okay, so the difficulty increases the bleeds by 1. it seems. Okay. That's most likely probably has to do with the scaling health, just to keep it still threatening. Every time you upgrade armor, your health increases by a certain amount, usually a couple points. And I think they expect you to more or less upgrade your armor twice per difficulty jump, so I think that makes it certainly makes the bleeds and the blights more threatening than they were before, but not quite as threatening as they feel if you're properly upgraded and equipped. That's my takeaway anyway. So I think we're gonna pull instead of heal. He has plenty of health. Yeah, we're gonna pull. That way we can stack everyone up nicely. This would help make sure you die. If it works. Oh.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Okay, well, let's get rid of him. I would have preferred to use that on the Swine Reaver. Again, he's our big hitter, and the Swine Reaver needs a big hitter. But unfortunately, the stun did not land in our favor. So now we're going to Reynauld a big heal here. Big-ish, sort of. Yep, feels good. Bring it on.
How quickly the tide turns.
I was just kidding. Shit. Alright. So, we got 3 points of bleeding coming in. That's not enough to waste a bandage just yet. So we'll hope for a big heal on this. Oh, that was a mighty heal indeed. Okay, decision-making time. I think we're going to go with the stun. Yes. Protection might not be bad either, but we're starting to get low. And the rounds are getting high. So we want to end this quickly before reinforcements can arrive. Could heal yourself now. You're up. I need the big hitter. You have 21 versus 17, so we'll give the heal to you. Go ahead and do just... How much damage would this do to him? Much damage. 3 to 7, that wouldn't be enough. No. Let's do a little bit of a top up here. Counteract the bleeds. And he should hopefully end the round here. Right on the money. Okay. Now they're out of range. Alright. I know you want to. There you go. Well, that actually brought it into range, so that worked out. Which means I can use a heal on him instead of having to pull that guy closer in. You have plenty of blood left. Don't panic. I'd be more worried about the fact that your arm is falling off, personally.
Be wary.
Maybe that's just me, though.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
And I don't think we're going to go any further, because his stress is already high enough. So we'll go ahead and get rid of these bandages here. Gems. The wound is starting to fester. The flesh around it is gray, flaking and rigid, almost scale-like. As I write this, my breathing has taken on a hollow timbre and is more labored. My compatriots are laughing and tell me not to worry. It is just the salt mist in the air that pervades these caverns. I'm sure of it. Yep, okay, we're done. Yeah, I don't want to risk it.
Their squeals fade. Their confidence is shaken.
I just can't seem to make it out of there without a disease. So many diseases.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Alright, let's deal with his disease quick while it's fresh. No, yours isn't fresh. Yours has been sitting a while. Yours is. Oh, yeah. That's one we want to get rid of. Spasming entrails. Not great, but honestly, mostly harmless, so you can keep it. Get rid of the two bad ones. Alright, one at a time. One at a time. This clinic has lines, and those lines will be respected. I kind of want to get rid of castles because his can be compounding. But I think we're going to get rid of Ides first. Just because losing that much bleed resist is pretty bad. Especially now that he's up in the veterans. So that's what we'll do there. Quirks. What new quirks can we get rid of? I think our next jaunt will be a lower level one. Just to get some more of these people up. So let's see who's got quirks we can get rid of. Might be good to get rid of that before it locks in. Actually, you know what? I don't think that one triggers very often, does it? I don't think it does. I think there's only a handful of things that'll do it. And again, they're probably bad when they do. It's cheap enough, we'll go ahead. And who else? Who else? Hacker, didn't you have something? Yes. Yes. You have a bunch of things I want to get rid of. Still have no idea what claustrophobia does. I don't think it's triggered yet. Maybe it's an increased chance of getting stressed when traveling the hallways. It's the only thing I can think of that would make sense. Okay. Material things, that means he's going to open bags and boxes and treasure chests more frequently on his own. Which is a tad problematic because a lot of those require things to prevent not triggering traps. So we'll get rid of that. And that leaves us enough currency to make it through another run. Alright, so we'll do one more run this evening. We'll go back and do a lower level one, an apprentice run, to round out the evening. Shouldn't be too bad. And especially after getting through that veteran one. That should be a piece of cake. Let's deal with stress, though, quick before we go. You are too busy. that's right. Doors. Yeah, we'll put you in there. You don't need to spend that much. You're not that far off. So we'll take him out to the bar. Although, to be fair, the last time I stuck him in the bar, he was gone for 2 weeks on a drunken bender. So I've been a little hesitant to let him go drinking again since then. But I think this one time we'll go ahead and risk it. Alright, here we go. Unto the breach once more. I think we're going to go for the Weald. It's the only short one left. And to be completely honest, I need to get the Weald level up anyway. We haven't even gotten to the first boss there. And it's got deeds, so I'm sold. That's all it took, a couple of deeds. So we're going to go ahead and take our Hellion again. Actually, before we go in, I think she's ready for some upgrades, now that she's leveled up. Indeed she is. Oh, it's going to leave us nearly broke, though, so we're not going to be able to upgrade her any more than that. We're going to have to go in real light on this jaunt. Yeah. This one might be a little rough. Kinda wish I had a Vestal right now. In fact, we're going to go look for one real quick, since we haven't checked this week. Nope. Our second Hellion in a row, though. I don't particularly care for any of the... You know what? Might be useful to take a second Hellion. We'll go ahead and do that for now. Hellions are useful. Having a second one is never a bad thing. They have a bit of flexibility. It's nice. Okay. So we'll take... yes. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take our bruiser healer here, and never take him alone, so the Gainesville as well. Put him there. And I would like a little more, and we actually have decent damage between the two of them. So something a little more supporty would probably be good, considering we're going to be short on supplies. Pick the man-at-arms. Let's make sure everyone's properly set up. Good enough. Yeah, you always are. And you. Yes. I almost want to change Bellow out for Rampart right now. But I think we'll stick with it. Alright. This will be our squad. Let's get them trinketed up quick. Healing, no movement, as you're not going to be able to function anywhere else. You're going to be getting hit a lot, so we want stress reduction. And what else do we want for you? Not a whole lot to go with you, is there? Here, we'll give you some protection. There you go. Bleed chance for you. The enemy type are heavily beast where we're going. I think it's... I want to say it's beast and unholy. That's what I want to say. So we'll just go ahead and give you... Yeah, we'll give you the smaller one. And we'll give the Hellion the bigger one since she does more direct damage. We'll just straight up make her a hard hitter this time around. Alright. One last check on your ability. Since I'm putting you in the last slot, you can't take that. But if you get moved, it would be handy to have it, so we'll go with that. Provisions. Up to 12 blood. We should be able to head into the Crimson Court here at any time now. We'll probably maybe do that tomorrow. We're a little fresher. Okay. So, we get no freebies with this team comp, unfortunately. But it's just a short, so we should be fine. Take 6 torches. We'll take plenty of food. The full stack. No. No, because I want to take some anti-venoms. Yes. You should always take at least 1 shovel. Bandage, maybe that. Do that. That should be fine, right? Yeah, we'll go with that. Final answer. Assemble your party and supplies accordingly. Well, we got the supplies assembled accordingly. The party, on the other hand, is questionable as always.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
Okay, so we got a lot of backtracking. I don't like getting shorts with a lot of backtrack. Especially when you need to explore 90% of the rooms. We'll just have to deal with it. Alright, stump. This was anti-venom, yes. We need to maximize our... Ooh, that was an unfortunate roll. Well, we more than made up for what it costs to do it, so it's fine. Okay, so human. There's some eldritch overlap. Mostly human. What did I bring? I brought unholy. Shit, I should have brought human. Okay, well now we know better for next time. I think there are some undead in here that count as unholy though. The ooze and the skeletons that can spawn. But human probably would have been a better choice. Live and learn. Alright, so we're going to... He's already had his turn, so let's stun them. But I usually like to get rid of him quickly because he can stack on a lot of stress real fast. And you kind of got to go all in on him because it almost feels like the more health he loses, the more attrition he takes, the worse the stress damage he delves out is. So, with that in mind, we don't have too many options for this, so we'll just go and miss completely. That is the sound strategy here. We're going to give a speed buff. That increases the odds of us getting our turn in first. And hopefully being able to kill the madman. Okay, good resist. Because you can't do anything in the back 2 slots. You know what, let's, I don't think that's actually going to have... Well, yeah, we're probably going to go at least 1 more round. At least 1 more, if not 2. So we'll do that. Hopefully this finishes them off, yeah.
Is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Low bleed resist, so that's good. And now we will swan dive the madman, now that he's been weakened a little and has had a chance to apply plenty of stress to us. As long as we hit. Perfect.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Groping swipe, huh? They just want a hug, that's all. Look at them. They need it. Alright, so you got 4 bleeds, so that's not going to be enough. If we hit you... that would be a waste of the bleeding application. So let's hit the guy in the front for now with this. Just get him working down a bit. And with that bleed, that will hopefully be enough that whatever I do here is sufficient. In fact, you know what? I could just stun them. They got a low resist and they don't have the buff right now, so we'll do it. And that'll give us plenty of time to work them down. Okay, so that's 4. Oh, 0 damage. Too bad. Okay, so we're not going to be able to do that. Let's go ahead. He's going to take a bleed when he unstuns, then he's going to take one on his next turn. Which will still leave him at 1 health. But I could just have the man-at-arms scream at them and hopefully do 1 damage. In theory. Or I could... No, this will not do any damage, period, to them. Well, at least it makes sure as we hit. They're dropping their dodge. Can't stun him this time. Gotta go for the kill. We could go for the bleed. No, let's go for the straight thing. Go for him. The bleed should finish him off. Exactly enough. And here's where we hope. We just need 1 damage out of this. If it hits, we're good. It hit. Alright, so this fight's over. That's my mark now.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Where next? Why, into the room. Intrepid Inquirer. Alright, so these are the... No, they're not even unholy. I'm still wrong. They're eldritch. Wow, I misremember this place horribly. I guess I should probably come in here more often, right? Alright, so this place is human, beast, and eldritch. Largely human. Okay, well, now we know going forward into the future. These are all low health. Okay. So let's just go ahead and try and kill one, shall we? Get pretty good resistant bleed isn't going to be particularly useful.
Another one falls.
Crit will be, however. You deserve to celebrate for that one. Good job. Right. No. No, we want his health to keep going down, so just go ahead and do that. Let's, what do we want to do? Reduce their dodge and speed or increase our dodge and speed? Let's reduce theirs, do a little damage. That way, in case we do get a bad roll on either Tibin or what's our Hellion's name? Vivers. Vivers, that's quite a name you got there. Let's see if I end up remembering it. They have high bleed resistance, so I'm going to go on this one in case they resist it. No, because that would be a guaranteed kill. That's pretty close. Oop, not quite, though. Should have gone for the back one. Oh. They're making new friends. Okay. It's fine. We can deal with this. take him out.
Cleansed from our lands.
Doesn't matter. Let's go for that one since he can reach it. Others can't. We just need one more damage. Anything will do it. There it is.
Give them no quarter. Success so clearly in view.
Well, that was more of a struggle than it should have been.
Trick of the light.
And of course a trap.
Carelessness will
Ooh,
find
a blight
no
trap.
clemency in this place.
That'll be 6 over a couple of rounds. It's not too bad. Well, one portrait, that's certainly better than an empty crate. Actually, I shouldn't say bad things about the portraits. They're somewhat uncommon, and I need a bunch of them still. I take it back, portrait, everything I've ever said about you. You have any friends you can invite over? Oh, you do. Look at that. See? Friends, an apology will get you anywhere. Now let's re-up our torch, feed our people. Really haven't been in here that long, guys. Oh, that's an empty room. That's ominous. Do we have a holy water? We do have a holy water. We might trade on that. See what happens. Who do I want to do it with, though? You know, you've already got a whole lot of bad stuff, so let's do it with you. It's not like you can get any worse. In fact, let's torch up just in case this ends up being a bad thing. Has a powerful effect. Armor Tinkerer. Tinkerer. Only one ER in that. Oh. Well, there's the help menu. Figured out how to open that up. Right. Armor Tinkerer. Reduced armor upgrade cost. That's actually not bad. And he's a low enough level that will actually save us a fair bit of money moving forward. Ooh. Works out. Kind of would have preferred, you know, removing a negative quirk, but I'll take it. Oh. Hi, gentlemen. That door behind you, can I get in? No? Okay.
Confusion, nerves, and panic.
Right then. Guess we're gonna have to kill him. We have some unruly neighbors around this hamlet. Let me tell you. Okay, so I could kill him. That's basically, yeah, bottom roll would even do it. But that feels like a waste, especially when we got these two guys still nice and healthy. We can't outright kill either of them with this, though. But it could weaken them enough for the man-at-arms to do the job, so we'll go for it. Okay, so yeah, the man-at-arms only has to do 1 damage to him and he's down. So we don't have to worry about him doing damage next round. And the Hellion should be able to... she's going to have a little bit of a damage reduction, but she should still be pretty close. That with Bellow here... Maybe. Oh, okay. There's a chance it won't do 1 damage. I mean, that's fine. The bleed will still finish him off, but I'm surprised by that. Let's do it. It didn't do the 1 damage. It's a good thing we didn't need it. Okay. Let's go for it.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Is it going to be high enough? Oh, perfect roll will do it. Or a crit. I'm putting my money on a perfect roll. Betting all on red. Should have bet on black. Always bet on black. That's fine. We only need 1 damage out of him and the bleed will finish the job. So we're good.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
God, I love the narrator in this game, though. I think he's my favorite narrator. I mean, I really liked the narrator from Bastion. Don't get me wrong, and he's still up there for me. But I love this guy. Love his work. Let's see. What were they guarding that was so damn important? Their leader. Oh, and we're surprised. Lovely. Okay. He doesn't do a ton of damage. He's a big, beefy body, but his damage... Then again, every time I've said that, he's pulled out a crit out of nowhere. So we should probably stun him. It's either stun him or damage him, so let's stun him. So at least mitigate that while we try and get everyone repositioned again. Down and back. Oh, man. Gonna take way more damage than we want to take here. That surprise really got us. Alright. Well. I don't really have anyone I need to protect right now, as I can't really apply much damage to my squishy and back. So let's try and reduce their dodge and speed. That way we get our rounds first. We might actually be able to kill him.
Precision and power.
We did. Wunderbar. I would like to move you forward, but you might be fine just bleeding him from here, since your damage is lower right now anyway. Isn't that right, my little Hellion? Now bleed him. A battle of the flailing whips. Let it commence. You know what? Let's increase our dodge. That's what the man-at-arms is here for anyway. Actually, you know what? Oh, shoot, I should just move him. But yeah, let's dodge.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Okay. Well, nobody else really needs a significant amount of healing, so let's exsanguinate him. That'll do a sizable bleed. That'll be 10 points of bleeding damage on him next round. He should be dead. Yeah, I just need 6 more damage from someone. Someone can hit him for 6 damage, I believe. Hellion can. Okay, here we go. Perfect. 9 damage, that'll do it. Let's shout at him quick. Yeah, let's do our best Motley Crue impression. No, I don't think that was it.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Bill, I think you just kind of disappointed Motley Crue with that one. Old coffin. What would we use on an old coffin? We haven't run into one of these yet. It's a coffin. It's halfway in the ground. Let's use a shovel. Seems like the logical choice here. I don't think we're going to do anything with bandages, food, or torches. That item had no effect. Okay, so it's not the shovel. Should we try a bandage? It's not the bandage, so I guess you just open it. Yeah, we can't afford to test a torch. Or, we got a lot of backtracking to do, so let's just open it. That wasn't worth what I just put into it.
Often low on supplies.
Wasn't even close to worth what I put into it. I put in a shovel. That's what? That's 200. And I put in a bandage, which is 150. So I put in 350 and I got out 125. Guys like playing slots. And now for the long walk back to the beginning. Mama said we had to be back before the streetlights came on. It's getting dark. Let's see if we can make it back without... Oh, a second hunger check already. If we get a third one, we might be in a little bit of trouble. I don't think I've ever gotten a third one in a short run. But I wouldn't put it past the game to do it. Let's keep moving back. Alright, back at the beginning. So we need 90% of the rooms. I think we're going to skip the backtrack there, the side room. We're just going to make a straight shot right to the end. It's easier if you oh. Why, hello there, trap. I think I was... Actually, I should reorganize my party here, shouldn't I? Yes. There we go. Alright, let's... we got a curio coming up. We'll keep our torchlight low, just to maximize it. Ah, crap, it's luggage. That needs a key. It has a lock. Can we break the lock with the shovel? We're gonna try. No, the shovel had no effect. Yeah, it made sense in my head, but... Can we open it? It's probably got a trap. Who do we have who's got plenty of health and who won't mind taking a hit? Man-at-Arms. Fair enough. It is trapped. Oh, blight. Alright. I really think the shovel should have worked there. I do. We got little spiders. Let's take the one out in the back. Dodgy little bastard. Well, that just means I get to take two out in the back. No, you can't. Even with a perfect roll, it's still too low.
Impressive.
Ah, a crit though. Unexpected. Okay. Let's lower their speed. Maybe we'll get to power through the next round without them taking any attacks.
Executed with impunity.
Three health, huh? I think that's gonna be enough. No, it's just gonna do one. No one really needs healed, though. So, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do it.
Be gone, fiend.
Little retributions in order. Oh, another crit. Convenient. It's just what we needed to kill it in one hit.
This expedition at least promises success.
At least we're finding a good number of gems. If nothing else, we'll at least recuperate what we put into this little expedition. Although I would like to find a bit more than that, considering how tight our funds are right now. Again, I thought we had escaped the poorhouse, but we're right back in it.
Secrets and
more spiders
can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
You know what? Let's fight this completely dark, and hopefully we'll get a decent reward from it. Some gold, perhaps, some more gems. A ruby would be nice, like really nice. That would go a long way to improving our financial situation. So maybe we'll hold out hope for it. Good resist. Actually, probably wouldn't have been bad if you had... No, it still wouldn't have put you below 50. So you're just gonna do your usual. Give him a good thwack. Yeah. Okay, he should be able to shout him to death. And give us the first turn of the next round. I was gonna say, if that wasn't the case, that is one speedy spider. Alright. Well, it would probably be beneficial to throw him a heal, but I really want him to get below half. And to be completely honest, I don't think we're going to be facing too much more in this run. So, we'll just pointlessly throw some fluff damage at him. You know, look as menacingly as we can.
A trifling
4
victory,
deeds is nice.
but a victory
Would have liked a little more
nonetheless.
gold, though. Well, we're not going to have another battle on this hallway, so let's keep the torch low, try and find a curio, and if we hit a trap... Oh, one of the mini-bosses. Or, honestly, it's not even really that mini. Fucking terrifying. This group is not in a good spot to deal with that right now, so we're going to move on. This group is not prepared for that kind of madness. This should be it. This room should be the last one we need. Oh, 6 out of 6. That was the one we were missing, I think. I cannot recall why we ventured on the land. Why did we leave when Mother Ocean provided all we needed beneath her tender waves? I will now return home, back to her embrace, and a bunch of indecipherable scratchings. Oh, not unlike my own handwriting. Maybe I wrote that. Something to think about. We'll take it.
A full pack
We'll document it
often
for
attracts
posterity.
Unwanted attention.
Oh, you are not in the right spot again. Why are you back there? Oh boy. It's okay, you can still do this. I believe in you. Believe in the you that believes in you. So get in there and do it. Beautiful form. Well struck. Knew she had it in her. Alright, you do the same. Were you not paying any attention? She showed you how to do it. Oh boy. See, this is why we relegate you to the back line, where you can't hurt anyone with that dagger. Most likely yourself or the person standing in front of you. Okay, so that one's going to try and spawn a new one if it gets its turn. I really have no way of preventing it from getting its turn, though. So we're just going to try and mitigate anything it can do to us to some extent. Oh, right. Bleed. Even better. It's over.
As victories mount,
Nothing.
so too will resistance.
No treasure. Not even a citrine. Nothing. Alright. Let's trudge on to the end. Could be a room battle in here. Honestly, at this point, being surprised wouldn't actually be a bad thing. It might shuffle us back into the right order. I'm almost half tempted to just right in there like this. But if I do, then we're just not going to get surprised. I know how this works. I know how it works all too well. So we'll do that. Actually, can your bellow be used? No. No, two of your abilities can't be used from the back row, so... Alright. We'll just go like this. There's probably nothing back here anyway, but... Yeah. Well, I don't want to backtrack all the way to here. And we're going to be able to get out of here with minimal stress damage, so we won't actually have to spend any currency. Reducing stress, which is fantastic, considering we're flat broke right now. So we'll return to the hamlet.
Every cleared path and charted route reduces the isolation of our troubled estate.
Please be beneficial. Nope. Dud hitter. That's fine, I use you purely as a support anyway.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Okay. Quirk removed, everything's good. I suppose before we head off here, might as well get everyone situated where they need to go. Oh, damn it. Really? Had to be in there. Reynauld's going to be on the bench for another week. Okay, you know what? This is our chance to finally treat some of his quirks like, no, we can't afford it. They're all locked in, I think. Yeah, the ones we need to get rid of are all locked in. Just too expensive right now. Well, that's unfortunate. Nobody really needs... I mean, other than him, no one needs anything stress-related. So, yeah. Guess we're good.